Hey YouTube, it's your girl Leah, back again with another video. This time coming on here with my review of the L'Oreal Total Coverage Infallible Foundation. Now I'm not going to do a long intro because you will definitely see and understand my feelings about this foundation in a couple of seconds. So make sure to watch to the end and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So as you can see from the intro, today I will be reviewing the L'Oreal Total Coverage Infallible Foundation. Now I have three in front of me today. I should have watched other people's reviews first. Now I was like, I don't want to be influenced by other people's decisions. I should have been influenced by other people's decisions because I wouldn't have gone in the store not knowing what to even pick up. So I picked up three. A couple of them will be going back to the store. Do not let the tube fool you. I feel like the tube is lying through their teeth on this one. It looks like, you know, they all look fairly dark, so I'm like in the store like, which one is mine? And the display for this was out on Front Street, so I didn't want to open it up. It was like one of those featured section. It wasn't even with all the rest of the foundations. It was featured, so I was like, I don't want to open it up. The feds are watching. I cannot get caught up in these streets opening up foundation, testing each one on my hand, especially because every single one in the store, at least in my store, had a seal on it. So I was like, oh man, you're gonna have to buy a couple of foundations. You should have watched some reviews so you could have seen some people with different or the same skin tone as you try it out, see by their fails or their mistakes which you should buy. But like I said, I did get these at Ulta. They were $12.99, so that's why I say if one of these doesn't work, it's going back to the store, because $12.99, it isn't super expensive, but it's super expensive for drugstore. But if it's drugstore and it really works, then I won't feel like my money's wasted. It looks kind of different than in the other ones in the line. So this is the Pro Glow, Pro Matte, and this is Total Coverage. As you can see, they do the same kind of packaging where it kind of tells you the color. Once again, do not be fooled by any of these and any of these colors. Just like the Pro Matte and Pro Matte and Pro Glow, they each have a numbering system. So I think Pro Matte starts off with the 109s if it pops up, or 100. So the color I am in this one is 109. And the Pro Glow says 209. The Pro Glow is 209, and then the Total Coverage comes with 3. So they're just keeping up with the continuation of the 2, 1, and 3 combination. So I'm going to read what it claims on the back. It's Pro Face and Body Foundation, ultra lightweight, seamless coverage. Use everywhere, face, neck, arms, legs, to cover imperfections and even skin tone. So I just had the 308 in my hand as an example. I cannot speak today. And I have, I'm going to start off with 310. Now, before I get started, each foundation has a kind of numbering system, which I guess it tells you what their promises are, how long the finish will last, what the texture is, all of that. So the finish on the Total Coverage is a natural finish, as opposed to the Pro Glow, which has a radiant finish, and the Pro Matte has a dimming matte finish. All of them say they wear up to 24 hours. I think that's their claim to fame, to be 24-hour foundation. So claim to fame, 24-hour. Coverage is high coverage on the Total Coverage. Coverage is medium on the Pro Glow, and it's medium on the Pro Matte. The texture on the Pro Matte is air light. Texture on Pro Glow is air light, and the texture on the Total Coverage is air light. So they all claim to be a very air light texture, which is good. So one thing I've learned about this foundation is, even though it says it's a natural finish, I heard people say that the matte, it does kind of tend to err on the side of madness, which I am dry. If you guys don't watch any of my videos, I probably say it 1,000 times, I have dry skin. And not dry to the point where I have dry patches or anything like that. It's just dry to the point where almost anything looks matte on me if I don't heavily moisturize or use some kind of moisturizer that's more strobing cream or anything that brings a luminosity to my skin. So I heavily moisturize already with my Pond's dry skin skin cream. And now I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So now my face is good and primed, my face is good and moisturized. So I'm going to use 2 applicators to apply. On one half of my face, I'm going to use the Beauty Blender, and then the other half I'm going to use the Sigma F82 brush. Now I'm going to do a skin test, so I do not know what shade is going to match me first, but I'm going to start off with the darkest shade. Now it looks kind of dark in the tube. I'm hoping it is a shade match before I rip open this seal. So this is the applicator. Very thin. It's very much so different than the other ones. It's not, the other ones are kind of thicker, this one's kind of thinner, which is good for product distribution. I feel like not a lot will come out, which may be the case. You may not need a lot. I'm going to test a little bit on my skin. Now I never go by what my arm says my skin tone is. I just think so. My arm is a lot more lighter than my face. Not a lot, but enough. I can notice it's a little bit harder to squeeze out the tube than the other ones. The Pro Glow it's like very liquidy. I know it's not picking up on camera. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it's so liquidy. This isn't liquidy, nor is it the Pro Matte that liquidy. So yeah, it's kind of hard to squeeze out the tube. It's coming out very moussey, I guess. Very thick, which is scaring me, but I just applied a little bit. It feels very thick. 310 feels like it is my perfect shade, so I will probably be returning 308 and 309. So let me get these off to the side so I can make sure I have my receipts. Take those on back, take those on back. So I'm going to apply a little bit. I don't know whether I should apply directly to my face. I tend to over apply when I apply makeup directly to my face. So I'm going to maybe apply, I'm gonna apply to the back of my hand. It's hard to give you guys a gauge of how much I'm applying to, because I could usually say like 1 pump, but I'll say like I use 2 squeezes. And I'll do the right side of my face. I don't know if it'll be the left side of the face on camera, but no, I just applied it with the brush. I'm not really loving it with the brush. It's feeling very, very matte with the brush. It feels very, very matte with the brush. I feel like I can hear the brushing sound. It's not kind of gliding on it. Now I'm going to apply it with the Beauty Blender on the other side of my face. Yes, this is going out much better. So I do not like the way I apply it with the brush. So right off the bat, I'm not in love with it. I think my face looks extremely flat. Like, I mean, I know foundation flattens out your face and all that, but I feel like it's not picking up on camera. But I feel like, I know it says it's a natural finish, but I'm seeing a lot more matteness. It's almost more matte to me than the Pro Glow was initially. Now, these are just my initial thoughts. I have new lighting in here, so it could be that it's just looking matte and I need to go step into the mirror and sing. But just right off bat, it did not apply real at all with the brush. I did not like how it applied at all with this brush. It felt like I was more so scraping the product around. It definitely does have a very moussey texture, but for me, I could not stand using that brush. I just went back over my whole face with the Beauty Blender just to kind of blend everything out. Yeah, I definitely think that don't be like, oh, the tube is definitely deceiving. So I'm going to right now show you what kind of 310 in the total coverage looks like. So this is what 310 in the total coverage looks like. It's very light, but I'll show you what 309 looks like in the Pro Matte. The 309 in the Pro Matte actually looks darker than the 310. So now I'm starting to think, should I have opened the 309? I do not want to open the 309 in the total coverage, but in the Pro Matte collection, and it's Classic Tan. Now Classic Tan and 109 in the Pro Matte looks this color. Now Classic Tan is 310 in the total coverage line, so it looks like this. So this is 109, the Pro Matte Infallible. This is 310 the total coverage. So as you can see, they're totally different shades. So Classic Tan, if you think you're gonna walk in the store and get Classic Tan, it's not gonna be the same. Now, and I also have 310 Classic Tan in the Pro Glow. So I'll show what the Pro Glow Classic Tan looks like too. So this is Pro Glow Classic Tan. So this is Pro Matte Classic Tan, Pro Glow Classic Tan, and this is Total Coverage Classic Tan. If you can notice, they're all different Classic Tans, which is the classic of the tans here. Now, if you can see right now off bat, this one looks a lot drier. This is what I mean. It's definitely a lot, it feels like it's a lot more matte than the Pro Matte. So this is the Pro Matte, and it definitely doesn't have the same kind of ashiness, but it's not going anywhere, which I guess is a good thing. And then the Pro Glow, of course, is going to be the most creamier of the three. So yeah, definitely don't go by what you think you should go. If any need in the store, if you're looking at my arm right now and saying, okay, I think I'm one of those shades, you really don't know. These are all Classic Tan. They're all three have the title of Classic Tan. So as I'm saying right now, Classic Tan is all over the place with L'Oreal. You need to get it together. Get one specific Classic Tan shade. Now I'm going to go apply the rest of my makeup and definitely bring back some dimension to my face, and then I'll come back and let you guys see how it looks. So I just got done applying the rest of my face, and this is how it looks. Put my contour on. I didn't want to do a heavy contour because I still wanted the foundation to kind of seep through, so I just used a slight kind of bronzing up of the face because my face had lost all of the dimension with the foundation, which foundation does, but for some reason I felt like a lot paler with this foundation. I put on a little bit of blush, I put a little bit of highlight on, but today I just really wanted the foundation to speak for itself. I wanted the foundation to be the focal point of what you guys are seeing right now. So I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day. I'm feeling a little bit still uneasy about this foundation. Like I'm already upset that I just, you know, figured out the whole debacle with Classic Tan being 1,000 different shades. But I definitely applied some Fix Plus. My face still feels very matte. It feels very flat. It feels very, I feel like I'm ashy, but you may not be seeing it or may not be picking up on camera. So yes, I'm going to get out my feelings on this foundation for right now and come back a little bit later and let you guys know how I'm really feeling. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better, but I don't really see it happening. So see you soon. So it is now only about 2.5 hours since I first applied my foundation. I am not wearing this foundation all day. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that right now. This is the longest I can wear this foundation. To me, it is trash. I'm going to go ahead and say I do not like this foundation whatsoever. Trash might be a harsh word. I do not like it. I don't think I will be applying it ever again. Like, I want to maybe try it with different primers and all that, but for right now, with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and my dry skin and having moisturized previously, this foundation did not work for me. I actually prefer the Pro Matte and Pro Glow over this foundation. One, the consistency of this foundation, I should have already known what it was going to be. That consistency, maybe I'm not one for a more mousse consistency. That's why I probably will never try the Maybelline. I think it's Velvet. It comes in the tube as well, just like the L'Oreal does. I think L'Oreal was trying to match the Velvet. I have never tried that foundation. So this foundation, the consistency is, I don't like it whatsoever. I don't think it's something that I should ever, like, if you're seeing it right now, it's coming off stiff. It's like coming out, it's not dripping. This is how it can hang like this forever. Won't fall, don't have to worry about it falling, because it's that thick of a consistency, which for me, I'm still holding on, not going nowhere, not dropping at all. I could just stand here all day and hold this like this. Like a normal foundation would not be like this. A normal foundation for somebody with dry skin, this shit is a problem. You should not see this and think, oh, I need this foundation. It's going to be so moisturizing. My skin is going to be so luminous. No, this is trash. Like, I have dry skin, so I should have maybe done some comparisons on maybe how it's gonna look, but I wanted to come on here and review it. Like, I knew I was taking a 50-50 chance with either I was gonna love it or I was gonna absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, the consistency is super thick. I'm just gonna put this away because you guys are getting the gist of it though. It's not going anywhere. It is, I don't know if it's gonna pick up right now, but it's caked up right here. It is caked up right here. Yeah, it's just caked up. If you're seeing a dewiness about it, don't believe in it. I have my lights like right up on me today, so they're warming up my face, which is probably the best thing for it. It needs to be warmed up. Today is a kind of drier day outside, so I took my dog outside, I walked it, and I came back in. My face felt even more dry. Like, I was like, is there a way I can like apply a moisturizer on top of a foundation? Like, I should have made this into a BB cream or something. Another thing that was off-putting about it, like I showed you guys in my application of it, is that Classic Tan is not the same Classic Tan as it is in the Pro Matte or the Pro Glow. Now, do not go into the store, pick up what you are in the Pro Glow or Pro Matte and think you're gonna have an exact match. Clearly they are different. They are completely different shades. I should have known something was up when I didn't see a lot of marketing for this product. This product, the only marketing I've seen on this product is from YouTubers. I haven't seen L'Oreal do any commercials. I haven't seen them talk about it. I haven't seen them do a lot of promo for this foundation. So I should have already known the deal. Like I said, I do love the Pro Matte, Pro Glow. I love the L'Oreal True Match. I love the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I am such a L'Oreal fan. So this product truly disappointed me. I do not suggest repurchasing it. I would actually see, I need to look up Ulta's rules and regulations if I can actually like return this, even though I used it. I used it and I didn't love it. So maybe that should count for something. What it says, it's weightless. I think it is weightless. I don't feel the foundation on my face. I'm gonna get it off in like a couple of minutes, but I don't feel it on my face. It's just that I have dry skin. I'm speaking for somebody with dry skin. If you have oily skin, you may love this product. The fact that it did not fall from the tube when I had it right here may be a plus for you, and that's good. But for me, a dry skin person, if you're dry skin, do avoid this. This is not for you. This is not yours. Does it wear up to 24 hours? I wouldn't know. I'm not going to. I don't plan on it. The coverage is at high complete. I think so. I think it very much so covers it. I didn't want to apply too much, but I feel like if I did, I would have. I think I definitely see some of my freckles coming in my nose. I didn't apply as much on my nose area, and my nose area is always the first to fade on a normal day. But everywhere else, I feel like I got a high coverage. The texture is it air light. I don't know if it's not the lightest I've ever had. It's definitely not the lightest I've ever tried. But yeah, so yeah, I do not think this is a foundation for me. I highly do not recommend it. If you are my shade and you're seeing this video and you still want to try, definitely get 311. 310 will be not way too light for you, but it was definitely light for me. It definitely came out ashy on me. I think the warmingness of it has come from my bronzer and all that. So yeah, this is a miss. So yeah, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. I think I'm going to start doing a foundation series, so stay on the lookout for that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.